Breaking here at 4:30, the U.S. military has begun another round of strikes inside Iran. That's according to officials at U.S. Central Command and reports from the ground. The renewed American bombing attacks come after President Trump late today promised to get the job done, quote unquote. Good afternoon to you, everyone. I'm Marion Brooks. Thank you for joining us here at 4:30.
I'm Alex Maragos. We're starting here with NBC5 investigative reporter Chuck Goudie, live in our newsroom tracking those late developments that just came in from overseas. Chuck?
Alex, Marion, the new wave of airstrikes coming even as President Trump heads home from Turkey after attending the NATO summit there, where he squarely took aim at a rapidly decaying diplomatic situation with Iran. The president saying a so-called ceasefire is over. He's no longer forecasting a deal with Iran to end the now 130-day-long war. Instead, he's back to calling Iran's leaders sick and scum, and he let them know the U.S. was winding up for another military punch that started about 90 minutes ago. U.S. jets were in the air early Wednesday morning and are airborne again tonight in Iran, where it is now after midnight Thursday, just as President Trump had promised a few hours ago. This view from an Iranian cell phone marks the moment American planes hit targets in the Bandar Abbas port, officially ushering in an end to the already porous ceasefire.
We hit them very hard last night, very hard. Probably hit them hard again tonight. I'll give them a little warning, we're going to hit them hard tonight. And for 47 years, they've been the bully of the Middle East, and they're not the bully anymore.
U.S. Central Command also providing video of airstrikes overnight on 80 purported military targets and 60 small boats that have been pestering ships trying to sail through the Strait of Hormuz. After meeting with NATO leaders in Turkey, President Trump pledging to continue the renewed bombardment of Iranian targets. The president saying he no longer trusts the Iranians to carry through on promises made at the bargaining table, and Iranian leaders responding by saying that the memorandum of understanding they signed last month with U.S. negotiators to end the war is no longer in effect.
They'll agree on everything, and then they'll go and have a news conference and say we never even talked about it. They're cuckoo. There's something wrong with these people.
With that, the pause button has been pushed on negotiations between the U.S. and Iran. What is still on is a massive funeral for Iran's former supreme leader, who was killed by American warplanes in the opening barrage of Operation Epic Fury when it began February 28th, more than 18 weeks ago. This afternoon's resumption of U.S. airstrikes on Iran is also causing concerns throughout the region about a possible Israeli role in new hostilities and whether Iran is equipped to carry out threats of stepped-up retaliation at a ratio, they say, of 2-to-1 against neighboring nations. Iranian state media now warning that additional attacks will trigger their closure of the Strait of Hormuz to all maritime traffic, but experts say it's unlikely they have that kind of firepower left. Marion.
Thank you so much, Chuck Goudie from our newsroom.